Welcome to the session, everybody. Expanded capacity. I don't know about you, but have you ever noticed that life works in cycles where something happens in a certain time of the year and then you look back and something similar happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the same type of thing? And I think it was early last week, I felt like I really want to do a free breathwork session, and I only do a couple of these a year. And then I looked on my Facebook memories because I post a lot, so it's really fun to look at the memories to see what I've been up to the past couple years. And I had on the same exact day posted, I feel like I want to hold a free breathwork session. So I don't know how to explain these things, but it happens a lot in my life. The synchronicity of certain cycles or feelings or ideas that come back every year around the same time, sometimes on the same exact day. I don't know if you guys have experienced this before, but it happens a lot in my life. So it feels right that we're here. And I'm so grateful that it reached so many people and so many new people as well. So my name is Elisabeth Finocchiaro, for those who have never worked with me before or have connected with me. I was raised in the US, but my mom is Norwegian, my dad is Italian. So I have a bit of a multicultural background, and currently living in Norway, and started my breathwork career 10 years ago and have really been dedicated and committed every single day since I found this practice and this modality. It really changed my life and enhanced my life so much. And it became this modality and this kind of blank canvas for me to put anything I want into it. And that's what I love so much about the breath. It's always there, and you don't have to do so much. You don't need so much equipment. And at the same time, it teaches us everything we need to know about ourselves, about life, about the body, the mind, patterns, cycles, relating, contracting, expanding. It's my biggest teacher. So I'm trained in rebirthing breathwork, and throughout the years, as everyone in every modality, you create your own style and your own approach. Everyone has their own gifts, their own unique, passions. And for me, it's always been about speaking, teaching through stories, teaching through kind of just, I don't know, saying certain things that land. That's really my goal, or I don't even know how to put words to it, because it's not like a goal or something it's just something that's important to me. I love to tell stories, and I love to share concepts in a way that actually land in your body. I teach only through experience, embodied experience, what I've been through, what I've been reflecting on. So it becomes art. I am not a technical breath worker, so I don't really focus on what are you going to get from this and what exactly results, and you're going to do this, this, this with your breath. I'm more on the intuitive side of breath work. So I want you to feel the breath. I want you to be in contact with your body, not like you have to do the breath. It's your authentic way of teaching. Thank you. So when I was training to be a breath worker, I remember my teacher said, Elisabeth, the breath is so powerful. Don't touch it because you're messing it up. It's so intelligent. It's so powerful. Learn not to get in the way. And I was like, okay. So I started doing unconditional breathing where I just totally made space without putting intentions or techniques. I dropped all technical breathing. And then he came to me and he said, Elisabeth, the breath is so powerful. Do things with the breath. And I was like, but you just told me not to do anything with the breath. Now I'm gonna do things with the breath? He's like, but it's so powerful. You should create with the breath, do things. And then there became this kind of balance of life. But if you don't know the breath without doing something with it, it's like you're just doing life without actually knowing what it's like to be moved by life. And when you can have the two, I think you have a great human experience. When you know that you can create and you make an impact, And at the same time, you know that something is moving also you, and you can trust and you can surrender. And then there's times where you can kind of take charge. And then there's times where you can surrender. We need both. So there's so much I can share and so much I can teach and so much I want to share and teach today. But most importantly, I want you to feel this work, feel this session. So today can be a start of something for you. Maybe you're already starting many things. And there's so much integration available for you. And that's something that I do and something that I work with my clients is integrating. And there will be opportunities where I'll share later on the email and after the session, or, yeah, mostly after the session, of ways you can continue working with me, ways that you can continue this deepening. There's going to be opportunities for that, just so you know. So today is really for you to experience this work. And something I feel is really important, whether it's with me or somebody else, just remember that there's so much support for you. There's so much support for you. So we're going to slowly move into the session. You can find a position where you're comfortable. If you want to start sitting up, it's no problem. Just make sure you have a place to lie down. It's very important that that's available for you, because in the middle of the session, if you're sitting up and suddenly you're like, okay, I need to lay down, I want that space available and ready. Be careful with candles and fire. I've definitely lit a pillow on fire once during breath work, doing my own session. Don't recommend it. So just look at your space and just make sure it's good for you to close your eyes, because the safer the space, the deeper you can surrender. And in the end of the day, I think a lot of inner work and the work that I do, the question's all about like, how deep can you surrender? And I can do my part. I can create safety. I can guide with precision. I can, do what I do. But if you're not feeling safe in your body, that's going to be the journey for you. It's like finding more and more safety so you can continuously surrender. And then the question is, what are you surrendering to? So, just inviting you to close your eyes when you feel ready. Everything's an invitation. Nothing needs to happen today. So if you can just notice that in your body right now, when I say that, nothing needs to happen. If you came to this session with expectations or this has to happen, what's beneath that? And just taking a moment to relax the body a little bit deeper. So noticing your forehead, noticing the muscles around your eyes, noticing the muscles around your lips, just seeing if you can let go a little bit more. Nothing needs to happen. You don't have to breathe in a certain way. You don't have to look a certain way. If anything, I want you to just keep relaxing all of these conditions. Relaxing the jaw a little bit more. Because you can always relax a little bit more. 1%, 2%, 10%. And then you can notice the breath. How is the breath responding? Usually, when you drop in a bit deeper, the breath responds right away, but don't overthink it. Don't try to do anything. Just notice. Relaxing the neck, just noticing. And the shoulders, going out to the arms and the hands, just letting your body be. Seeing if you can let your body rest, but stay awake. Letting your hands be. They don't need to fix anything, they don't need to do anything. Noticing your spine going down from your neck, between your shoulder blades, and just seeing if you can relax a little bit deeper. And going down to your lower back, noticing. And then your chest, space around your heart. Softening a little bit more. And if this is challenging for you, the best thing you can do is try and make this a practice. So if you keep going in and out, just keep going, keep coming back in. And going down to your rib cage, relaxing the muscles in between your rib cage. Your belly, softening a little bit more. And down to your hips. Just being here for a moment. Noticing the back and the front. The pelvic floor. Relaxing the mind. Seeing if you can even let go of this is this, this is that, even though I'm guiding it like that. See if you could let go a little bit more and just experience your body exactly as it is. See if you can bring more acceptance into your body right now, experiencing it exactly as it is. Seeing if you can experience this moment exactly as it is. Going down your legs, all the way down to your feet, just letting them completely be relaxed. Right. So noticing the breath from this relaxed state. Where is the breath going? Where is it coming from? And in a moment, just breathing in the belly rib cage, all the way up to your chest, full body breath, and letting it go on the exhale. One more time, full body breath, belly, rib cage, chest, and letting it go on the exhale. Now I want you to find your rhythm where you're breathing, you're expanding a little bit more. So the inhale is not a big stretch. Doesn't have to be so intense and so big, but just going a little bit beyond. That's the important part. Just a little bit beyond. And the exhale is a let go. So we're breathing in, nose or mouth, completely up to you, whatever feels easier, whatever feels right for you in the moment. It can change. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. I want you to feel the inhale. It's a wave that comes in, and I want you to catch the wave and follow it. Follow it to the end. And then relax on the exhale. Sigh of relief. Ah. Breathing in. And letting go. Easier and easier, softer and softer. Find your rhythm. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and letting go. And maybe there's a stretch or a movement that wants to happen. Really allow the body to move. It's definitely very supportive. And then also notice, when are you moving the body, or is the body moving you? Because we also want to surrender a little bit deeper to the breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Keep breathing. In and out. And relaxing even deeper now. So relaxing the mind, relaxing the body, relaxing the breath. Relaxing the idea of expectations and this and this and this should happen. And see if you can tap in a bit deeper to what is happening right now. Because I think this is a missing key. We want so badly this, and this to happen. But that's actually distracting you from what is already happening right now. And that's where the most energy is in your life, what's happening right now, in your body, in your breath. It's subtle. And sometimes there's many walls up. So it's like, I don't know what's happening in my body. I don't know what's happening right now. There's numbness. So it's easier to think about something else and to want something else to happen. When really, the work is to meet the walls, to meet the numbness. And if you are able to meet everything right now, then you are starting to expand. You're starting to feel sensations in the body. It's easier to breathe. Beyond technique into experiencing. Breathing in and out. In and out. Find your rhythm. Connective breathing. The inhale goes into the exhale, exhale goes into the inhale. But don't worry. If the circle is a bit hard right now and you're taking pauses, that's fine. But see if you can relax into a rhythm. It's there. Underneath the walls, underneath the tension, underneath the thoughts, there's a beautiful circle for you. The circle of expanding and letting go. There's a rhythm for you, in you, that harmonizes, connects you, moves through you. Your rhythm. But it requires less resistance. Relaxing on the exhale. Maybe you want to move the body a little bit, the hips, the shoulders, legs, the arms. Stay warm, stay in your body, stay here. Relaxing the mind a little bit deeper. For me, it feels like a choice. Like every breath is a choice to, can I trust more? Can I relax more? And then I enter a new kind of state of consciousness. And it feels different. It's like a click feeling. And it can happen in a moment. Everything happens in a moment. But you have to prepare yourself for these moments. You have to feel safe enough in this moment. You don't have to do more. That's definitely something I've learned and believe to be true. You don't have to do more. But it does require connection and courage to actually go there. Softening, one breath at a time. In and out. So, this session is called Expanded Capacity. Two very big words that could mean very different things. The energetics behind it for me are really being able to be with everything that's happening in your life. I know that many of you have beautiful values. You stand for integrity, honesty, trust, love, beauty, art. Compassion. And what I've also experienced a lot in my life, when you have values like this, they need to lead when you're going to get more in your life. And unfortunately, this life has mirrored and showed us many things that you can get beautiful things and not have integrity. You can get what you want and be dishonest. And for you that have these values that really stand, that's where you're going to create more from. So you need to be able to hold that in all areas of your life. Not just when it looks good, not just when it's easy. Behind closed doors, are you actually in integrity? Are you honest with yourself and others? Are you compassionate towards yourself and others? Breathing in It's so common to think that we need to do all these things and become such a different version of ourselves to get to the things that you want, when really it's about deepening who you really want to be and who you are, what you stand for, and holding that and handling it. So if you are constantly saying, life is intense, this is overwhelming, this is a lot, this is a lot, you're going to need to work on having more capacity. You're going to have to look at everything that's on your plate and stop avoiding, stop pushing it back, stop procrastinating, stop being in denial. Like, really look and meet what is. And when you can do that, don't have to be perfect, but when you meet things, when you're there and you're not shutting down, you're not checking out, then you get more because you can hold more in a good way. I traveled with a Cherokee elder a couple years ago in Lebanon, and he would always say, in a good way. And that meant, aligned to your values. Let's get this done in a good way. Then you're going to feel that peace that you've always wanted in your heart. Because you can get everything that you want and go against your values, but you're not going to feel that peace. Breathing in and out. Every once in a while, do a big breath, bigger than the rest, filling the belly, the rib cage, up into the chest, and letting go on the exhale with the sound if that feels good. One more time, belly, rib cage, chest, and then letting go with the sound. It's a reset breath, relaxing the mind, relaxing the body, even deeper now, even deeper. Staying awake, staying aware. Opening up the breath, expanding a little bit beyond, easier and easier to breathe, softer, slower. There's no rush. Staying awake, staying aware, noticing the body. For some of you, it's going to be very important to relax the idea that something big needs to happen in order to change, to transform, to heal, to make a breakthrough. That's going to be a very big topic for many of you. And for others that can feel the subtleness and really melt into it and understand that that's everything is happening right now in this moment available for you. So be more curious about how much can you open up to the moment? Like how much can you actually handle right now? Because the body will always protect itself, shut down, say it's tired, say it doesn't want to do this, that's this is stupid, this is that, judging, shutting down. That just shows that you have a lot on your plate right now that you need to handle, that you need to meet, that you need to open up to. And that's going to look different for every single one of you. So, how much can you open up to the moment right now? To your body, to your life, to your emotions, to your thoughts, to your breath? How available are you? And we're not looking for perfection here and 100% availability and 100% capacity. And we're just looking for the truth. Because the truth is the most powerful thing that you have. We want to get closer to your truth. How are you really? How are you really handling things in your life right now? How are you holding things in your life right now? And just opening up a little bit more. And oftentimes with capacity as well, it's not about calling more in, it's about letting things go. You know, what things in your life, what habits, thoughts, suppressed emotions are ready to be released. And let this happen naturally. You don't need to force this, you don't need to push this. The more you open, the more you connect to your truth, things move. Transformation is a byproduct of being connected to truth. So relaxing the breath and just letting yourself completely be. Don't worry about the circular breathing, the connective breathing, just falling into even deeper state of relaxation. more thing I want to share with you. Maybe the last thing. Just highlighting that you don't have to be perfect to be able to hold more in your life. We're not asking for perfection here. And being the best at everything and being able to handle everything so great and so consciously. But it's just about not checking out. That's what it's about. As long as you're staying checked in to life, to your body, to your breath, to your thoughts, your emotions, people around you, things that are coming up, opportunities, saying yes, saying no, responding, engaging, you're going to grow your capacity in this life. But it's when you shut down, when you sabotage, when you get into resistance, and you really let that stop you. Or when you say yes, 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 and then you hit a wall because it was actually not yes, there was some no's there. And you shut down, you get burnt out. You check out. You need to find your rhythm in life, your yeses and your nos, your circle of your breath inside your body. Your doing and your being. And little by little, you're going to get stronger in such a beautiful way, in a sustainable way. And it's not about being perfect. So really taking this time to rest even deeper. Maybe this session was confronting for you. You were a bit restless, couldn't find that peace or that relaxation in the body. Then it's a practice. And maybe you're entering this deep state right now or throughout the whole session, and just trust that there's going to be ripples. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to figure everything out. You don't need to analyze everything because it's already happening. It's happening right now. That's enough. And the breath will always respond. The breath will always want to expand. The breath will always want to let go. Your breath knows many different rhythms in life. It knows chaos. It knows resistance. But it also knows open, soft, expanded. It knows how to let go, and it knows how to hold on. But there's an intelligence underneath all of these patterns. There's this rhythm that's coursing through all of us. Spend a little bit more time getting to know that rhythm than worrying about things that are coming from conditions. So in your own time, you can slowly start to move your body. And if you're in a state right now where you feel you need more time and you just want to continue being in a resting state, please do that. So don't force yourself or move just because I say so. So much more important that you listen to your body. Your body's going to need a different amount of time depending on what you've been through and how your day is. Sometimes just like 10 minutes, half hours, good. And other times, like, wow, I need an hour, 2 hours. I'm just dropping in. I needed more time to get to this place. So don't rush. There's no rush. And the breath is always there. The circle is always there. Just slowly, slowly, knowing that the session is soon coming to an end. Maybe you want to open your eyes, but again, do everything in your own pace. Maybe you want to move, stretch the body a little bit. Maybe you want to write something down. Something came up that you're like, okay, I want to journal this. And for those who are live, feel free to share your experience in the chat if there's something that you want to share or something that came up. Take your time. There's no rush. I'm so happy to hear that. Felt like floating around on a cloud in a dream. Yeah, you're so welcome. So, like I said in the start of this session, that this time together is the start of something bigger, or it can be the start of something bigger, a bigger integration. And there is so much support for you to continue deepening this, strengthening this, developing this. Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Checking in, feeling, being more honest, feeling more free, having more capacity. Yeah. I was yawning the whole time and tears were rolling. I guess it's about letting go. Yeah. Yeah, the yawning reflex is very fascinating. And there's like a climax with the yawn. So there is this kind of cathartic experience that the body gets, this kind of ultimate release in a way. And it's through the breath. Yeah. So really allowing the impact of this session to ripple, and it will anyway, but you have to hold it. You have to, because if you check out now, right, if you completely fall into checking out again, then it's kind of like you have to come back and warm yourself back up. And that's fine. Again, this is not about perfection. None of this is about perfection. But it is about having space for you to come and be warm. And I know a lot of you in here are also professionals, coaches, therapists, body, movement teachers. And that's what we're doing. We're creating spaces to stay warm in your body, in your truth. And the more warm your life is, the easier it goes, just like a warm car. It's just, the engine is warm. And just knowing that if any time you check out and things become a bit more cold, more numb, that's also part of being human. And the more capacity that you have in your life for your emotions, for your body, for people around you, for life happening, challenges, successes, the more warm your life is going to be. And imagine just having like a warm oven on all the time. You can just put things in it, like make some bread. The next day you want to make this. The next day you don't have to worry about your self-worth and going down on yourself and putting yourself in a hole for a week. It's like because you stay warm. And that's really what I create in my work. It's warm spaces for you to continue. And then when it's time to make like beautiful muffins and cakes, it's like the oven's there. And then we can celebrate and enjoy together. And then times where the oven gets cold, it's like, okay, let's warm it back up. What's coming up? I've never used that analogy before in that way, but it worked. Anchoring the truth that's happening now. Exactly. Well, beautiful people. There's a couple opportunities that I do want to share with you, but I will be putting it in the email as well, so you'll have it written down and easy accessible. And I also, because this was intuitive, I'm already planning in 2 weeks, or yeah, not next week, but the next week, so basically 1 week from now, another free experience, but it's not going to be around breathwork. It's going to be called Body of Work, where I'm going to talk about, if you're a professional, how to kind of keep your creative work warm. If we're going to continue with the oven analogy, because for those of you who have followed me for some time, I see a lot of clients in here, people who have worked with me for 3 years, 4 years, 1 year, 2 years, people who have trained with me. You guys have seen me create things like one after another, the new thing, the new concept, the new body of work. And in this free experience, I'm going to talk about how do we keep the creative oven warm. So I'm really excited about that. And it's completely free. So if you want to jump into that, then you're really welcome. And I have a membership called The Circle. And I see there's some members here, which I always think is amazing, how it's like you guys have so much time with me and then you still come to my free events. But there I hold 2 live breath sessions a month and a masterclass, and I record a meditation. So that's kind of the oven, really, is the Circle membership. So if you enjoyed my sessions, if you enjoyed this time together and you're like, okay, I want to see what this is like, what if I did this twice a month? Yeah, you love the metaphor, exactly. On the physical level, how great it is to have a warm oven. Yeah, and in cooking as well, it's like you always want a warm pot up your sleeve. Like there should always be a warm pot on the stove, right? I love the membership, amazing. So for those who are not in the membership, I'm going to do a little special thing for you guys, and it'll be in the email, where the first month is going to be 50% off. So if you want to try it, it's $99 a month, but for you guys, it's going to be $49 your first month, and then you can see if you want to continue. So that's going to be in the email as well. And then some of you know that I have a training program coming up. So I train breathworkers. If you like my style, I have a trauma-informed, feminine approach to transformation. As you guys heard today, not pushing, not forcing. Transformation is a byproduct. creating safety, teachings, guiding these sessions in your own way. I have a training program starting in March, 6-month program with me, where I'm teaching you all the things. And one-on-one work. So I have spots now for long-term 6 months for 2 people, and then also drop-ins. If that's something that you're like, okay, I want one session, let's talk about this thing, there's space for you for that as well. So there's a lot of support for you. And like I said, I'm going to put it in the email so it's all there. Take your time. And if you're wondering, like, I don't know what's next for me, I feel a connection, I feel a resonance, I feel a bigger integration for me, feel free to reach out and just tell me where you're at. Share with me what's going on for you. And then together we can figure out what space is best. So I do have a draw to do because so many of you shared this. I forgot to do it in the beginning. You're so welcome. Oops. I had to hide the bowl because my dog was taking all the slips and running away with them, but I have all the names in here. So the prize is going to be a mentorship call with me. So 1 hour where we talk about whatever it is in your life that you want to talk about, helping you integrate deeper. So we are going to wrap up in a moment or so. So if you want to write more in the chat for those who are live, feel free to share your experience before we wrap up in a couple of minutes. I'm going to pick the winner now. Be here. Okay, so the winner is Karina Pedersen. I don't think she's on the call today. Karina. I'll reach out to her. She's also has trained with me and yeah, it's been in my world for a while. Thank you all so much for sharing the work, for everyone that did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the session. Gave me ideas for my business ahead. Oh, I love that. Clarity, peace, and love on the inside. And that's the most important, right? We need the happiness, the clarity, and the peace, and then we create from there. We cannot create and think that that will bring us happiness. I mean, even though being creative is can bring us a lot of joy and fulfillment. But if your joy and fulfillment is attached to something you do, that's some big work to detach that. Felt the warmth. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, you're so welcome. Great to be in your space. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy, you guys. So stay connected. Like I said, feel free to reach out, send me a message, reply to any of my emails. I love talking to you guys on email as well. And yeah, I love the powerful softness. Yeah, that's my vibe. That's my vibe. It's so soft, but it is so powerful. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, don't be a stranger. Please reach out, share your experience, stay in the free Facebook group. There's sometimes like, I put all the sessions in there that I do free, and there's a course in there for you. Like there's things for you in my community, even if you don't join one of my paid things. I also have a live podcast recording every third Tuesday that's completely free to join. So it's kind of like just being in the Zoom room, and I record the podcast and you can just like be with me on the chat, and it's always a good time. So there's a community here for you, and there's space for you. So thank you so much for showing up on a Sunday. I really hope this session supported your process and your integrations and your body and your breath and all the things that are going on for you. I look forward to connecting wherever we connect next. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everyone.